So there I was, in the dark of my room. I was looking at my passport. I was holding the stamp. I knew I was going to tear it, clean off. I closed my eyes, rip. And there I knew the integrity of my passport died as well. I opened my eyes. There's a hole in the middle of the page. I would be sent to the guillotines. But how did I even get here? Hi, I'm Raj. I was born in the Philippines. I grew up in Bangladesh, and I came to Singapore for university. It was my first winter break, and I had lied to my parents that I traveled around the Philippines. Clearly, my mom did not believe that there was a Manila and Singapore festival after my cousins exposed my intramural stories to my mom, because she gave me the stare of death. We know that stare which our moms give us. And I knew I had to give her my passport straight away. I was at a loss of what to do. It was the longest walk of my life from the living room to mine. But, passports don't lie, right? But I would get beaten otherwise. What if passports could lie? You see, the Philippines is so incompetent that as proof of entry, they give you a sticker which you can choose to put on your passport. That's right, you can choose. Of course, I did it as a law-abiding citizen of the Philippines. But if I put it on, I could take it back. And we all know that idea did not age well. So there I was, dragging my feet. I give my passport to my mom, and she snatches it out of my hand. As she goes page by page, there I am, beads of sweat just rolling down my back. I try to make small talk, talking about people I've never even thought about before. Hey, you remember that neighbor's girlfriend's maid, Julia? Yeah, she got pregnant. Crazy, diba? She said, yeah, I don't care. Keep quiet. Nothing could compromise the investigation of the FBI, the Filipino Bureau of Investigation. So after an eternity, she begrudgingly said, you're good to go. She gives me my passport, and she gives it like this, and there it is. The page is right open in front of her. I close my eyes. I expect 1,000 cinturons, leather belts for those who don't know, to just hit my back. And she says, what is this? I open my eyes, and I also say, what is this? I don't know. I'm too dumbfounded to say anything, right? And then she realizes what's going on. And she says, look, I don't care if you went to the Philippines. Just fix it, because if an airport official catches you, you're done for. And for the next 2 hours, she berates me and she mocks me on the side. But hey, I go scot-free, right? She tells me I'm stupid, but at least I don't get beaten. But still, all of this leaves me deeply unsatisfied. I mean, other than being a masochist, I really wanted a genuine conversation. Dear audience, I wish I could tell you I had a heart-to-heart conversation with my mom, that we could talk about how far I've come, how we've grown as people, how times have changed. I mean, we could talk about how controlling every aspect of your kid could make them the #1 identity thief. I mean, rebel. But that just tells you, something about Asian families, that we don't talk enough about relationship dynamics, or we don't talk about how we should be raising our children. But I just knew I wanted something more out of this whole experience. And so even though I knew that there was implicit acknowledgement on her part that I was an adult now, there was so much more I could want out of this. I wanted to retire, tropes about my mom being a tiger mom, that I had autonomy because she gave it to me, not because I had to fight for my own freedom, right? But I know now that even though she could be controlling, I would exert my own efforts, that she could no longer force her own wishes on me, that I wouldn't compromise my identity out of fear, that even if she told me no, I would do whatever I wanted, and so that I would take flights wherever I wanted to, whenever I wanted to. And so, Mom, I'm sorry I had to come out like this as a traveler. I just wished that we could talk more. Thank you.